Cement price has increased, just like I predicted. In July, I told you that the price of cement had dropped because we had entered the peak rainy season in Ghana. Now there's a reduced demand for cement because we are in the rainy season, and most contractors and laborers don't like working during the rainy season. In August, I told you to buy your cement now. The price of cement has reduced. At the start of the year, it went all the way to 110 Ghana cedis per bag of Gasem 42.5 R grade. And so this is a good time for you to buy your cement. In September, I told you that the rainy season is about to end and the prices of cement is going to increase. So if you have any cement to purchase, buy it and turn it into blocks, or buy it because it will last for about 3 to 4 months under optimal storage conditions. So like I mentioned, these prices are probably going to go to close to 100 Ghana cedis. So buy it in bulk. Another tip is for you to purchase your cement and get a professional to use them to mold blocks. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first week of October, the prices of cement have increased. Not by 1 cedi, not by 2 cedis, by as much as 7 cedis across all the grades. In this video, we are going to look at why the price of cement has increased. We are going to look at the storage options for buying and keeping your cement optimally. We are going to look at the various grades of cement and what you are going to need them for, and the latest prices of cement coming up next. Cement is one of the most essential materials for building and construction. It is used to make concrete, mortar, plaster, and other products. Cement is also a binder that holds other materials together and gives them strength and durability. But how much does cement cost in Ghana? Well, the answer depends on the brand, the location, and the quantity that you purchase. There are several brands of cement in Ghana like Gasem, Dangote, Simaf, So, etc. Now, each brand has its price and its quality. In this video, we are going to look into more details. And then at the end of the video, we are going to give you the prices as well. Now, one thing you should know is that the price of cement has been increased by about 7 cedis across board. And that's just crazy. So if you are purchasing your cement for about 92 Ghana cedis, it means that now it's going to sell at 99 Ghana cedis. If you're purchasing it for, let's say, 75, it's selling at 82 Ghana cedis. And if you're purchasing it for 98, it means that it's selling at 105 Ghana cedis. That is just crazy. But that's the country that we live in. Now, what determines the increase in price of cement? There are several factors that affect the price of cement in Ghana, such as the demand and supply of cement. When demand is high and the supply is low, the price goes up. This usually happens during the rainy season, and that is what I mentioned, that in July and August, we're having so much rains, floods, people put their building projects on halt, right? So the demand for cement was low. So the merchants, the distributors, the producers reduced the price of their cement. But now that we are moving outside the rainy season, we are moving towards Christmas and so many things, right? The price of cement has started increasing, and it has increased by 7 cedis. The cost of raw materials and transportation also affects the cost of cement. Now we've seen that fuel prices have also increased. The dollar rate has also increased, right? And it's increasing every week. In July, the price of the gallon of fuel was pretty low. In August, it started increasing gradually. In September, it started jumping bit by bit. And so as these things are increasing, the price of cement is also going to increase because we import a lot of the raw materials, etc. Some of the cement are even brought directly from other countries and things like that. Once transportation is involved from the port to the distribution centers, obviously the price of cement is going to increase. Again, once we are importing raw materials, we are importing the cement, the dollar rate is going up, definitely the price of cement is also going to increase. A lot of factors have come together at this critical point in October to increase the price of cement in Ghana. Now, the quality and reputation of the brand also affects the price of cement. Some brands of cement are more expensive than others because they have like higher quality standards. They go through a proper ISO certification, they have better standards, and so their cement is of an overall higher quality than others. So they put a premium on their cement. For example, Gasem is considered to be one of the best brands of cement in Ghana because it has been in operation since 1967 and it has 2 factories in Tema and Takoradi. Now, the quantity you buy also affects the cost of cement. Generally, if you are buying larger quantities, 100 bags, 1,000 bags, 10,000 bags, you're able to negotiate and get a good discount. For example, one of our channel partners is Colsam Plus Enterprise. and they sell cement in large quantities, even at wholesale prices, in Accra, which is the capital of Ghana. And when you're purchasing from them and you're purchasing large quantities, they'll give you a good discount. So check out their Instagram handle in the description of this video and tell them Africa Building Hub sent you. Next, let's look at how you can save big on cement, though the prices have increased. So I'm going to share a few tips. Always try and plan your building project such that you can purchase your cement during the rainy season, because during those periods the prices have reduced. In Ghana, we know that our rainy season typically starts from like May through to July. That's the peak, the heavy season. Plan your building projects that you are buying your cement in bulk May to July. When the prices of cement increase, you use them. Again, you can buy the cement in bulk and use it to mold blocks. So that means that you are changing the lifespan of the cement, or the expiry period of cement, which is 3 to 4 months, into blocks which can last 2 years, etc. Again, I would advise that you buy cement from your reputable dealers who sell genuine products and offer good customer service. Avoid buying from merchants who may sell you expired products. Buy from people who have integrity. Buy from people that you've used for a while, you trust. Don't just experiment because somebody says he has reduced the price of his cement to 60 Ghana cedis. Maybe he wants to sell off things that will be expiring in a day or two. And you purchase it, your masons will not come, and then your cement will get expired. I don't see any merchants in Ghana who offer refunds when your cement expires. Again, another tip that I would give you is to buy the cement that you need, the quantities that you need. Sometimes, especially when it comes to these masons and things like that, who tend not to really plan, they'll say, oh, let's buy 50 bags. And you realize that you're going to need only 20 bags. And then the 30 bags will be lying there expiring, hardening, etc. So you need to get a good contractor, you need to get a good mason or project manager who can tell you that for this number of blocks, you're going to need this quantity of cement to be able to lay the blocks, do the plastering, etc. Else you buy a lot of cement than you need, and then your money is going to expire as the cement expires. So with that said, let's look at how to store cement properly. Now, cement is a hygroscopic material. What does this big English mean? It means that it absorbs moisture from the atmosphere. Moisture is like the number one enemy of cement because it will cause it to harden. It will turn into cake. It will become very hard. You can't use it again. Therefore, it is very important to store cement properly to prevent it from getting wet or damp. Here are some precautions you should take when storing cement. Store cement in a dry, leak-proof and moisture-proof environment. Avoid storing it in damp, moist or humid places such as basements, bathrooms or kitchens. Store cement in an enclosed area that is protected from rain, sun and wind. You can use a shed, a warehouse or a container for this purpose. Store cement on a wooden plank or a strong tarpaulin at least 6 inches above ground level. Don't store your cement directly on concrete, right? It may absorb moisture from the ground. And so the question that everybody is going to ask is, how long can cement last? It doesn't matter the brand that you purchase or the grade that you purchase. Most cements last between 3 to 4 months of optimal storage conditions. We've spoken about how to store cement, how long cement lasts, why the price increases. The next thing that we need to look at is the grades of cement that we have in Ghana. So typically when you go to a merchant shop and you want to purchase cement, you are going to see some numbers and some alphabets. So you see something like 32.5R, 42.5R, 52.5N. What do these things mean? Cement is classified into different grades based on its strength and composition. Now, the 42.5 has a strength of 42.5 MPa after 28 days of curing. Now, this is the most widely used cement that almost everybody uses in their building projects. Like if you are not building skyscrapers and these things, normal people buy 42.5 R grade cement. Today, a bag of 42.5 R grade cement is selling from 92 Ghana cedis to 98 Ghana cedis depending on the brand. I've said Gasem, Dangote, Sima. So depending on the brand, you can get Sima for a bit cheaper, around 85, 88 Ghana cedis. Let me know how much it costs for you. Now, that 42.5 R grade cement is the one that you use typically for your concrete works. You use it for your pillars, you use it for your lintel and all those things. You can use it for your block work, you can use it for plastering, you can use it for anything, for your entire building from start to finish. Now, it's important to note that at a point in time, We didn't have 42.5, 32.5 and all these things in Ghana. We just had one type of cement. However, when we started experiencing buildings collapsing, there was a huge retail outlet which collapsed some years back in Ghana. That is when the Standards Authority came together to put these standards on cement. So they invited the stakeholders within the building and construction industry, and then the cement manufacturers, distributors, etc. And then they came together and put these standards. So you may go to other countries, you wouldn't see this 32.5, 42.5, etc. This standard was typically made for Ghana. If you want to be safe, just purchase 42.5 for your building project throughout. Now it may be a bit expensive. So let's look at the next alternative, which is 32.5 R grade cement. Now the 32.5 R grade means that it has a strength of 32.5 MPa after it is cured for 28 days. What does this mean? Typically, what I've seen people use the 32.5 R grade cement for is plastering, tiling works, etc. Now we spoke to an expert who was part of the process of putting these standards on the various grades of cement, and she told us that it doesn't really matter. You can even use the 32.5 R grade for your entire building project. In fact, for her personal building project, she used the 32.5 R grade. But because in Ghana, standards are not enforced, it is nobody's role to go and check to see whether the bags of cement that they are producing, the labels on it, really match the strength and the composition, the ratios and things. To be safe, use 42.5 R for what I spoke about. Use it for your columns, your foundation, your floor and all those things, your decking and stuff. Use the 32.5 for the plastering. Use it for your tiling works. Again, you can use the 32.5 R grade cement for repair works, precast elements, and then just emergency patches and things like that. You can use the 32.5 R grade cement. Now there's also 52.5 grade cement, right? This is the highest strength that we have in Ghana. Other countries may have higher numbers, but in Ghana, this is what you are going to get. So when will somebody use the 52.5 R grade or N grade cement? You are going to use that when the project you're embarking on requires extremely high strength. So you're using it for bridges, you're using it for roads, you're using it for things that are going to withstand a lot of force, a lot of friction, it's going to be exposed to the elements. Use 52.5. You are building skyscrapers, it's going to carry a lot of load. Straight 52.5. You are building bridges, right? Bridges, so suspended bridges. You are building interchanges, you are building overheads, those kind of projects. Use 52.5. So I recently used 52.5 grade CIMAF cement for concrete works, like when you are doing the concrete slabs on the compound. I use 52.5. Why? Because it is directly exposed to rains, it's directly exposed to the sun. Cars are going to park on it, cars are going to pass on it and all that. You don't want it to wear off, degrade and all that with time. Those are some of the common uses of the various grades of cement. You can also share your experiences in the comments below. Now with all these said, how much does each of them cost? So for the 52.5 that I purchased today, a bag is selling for 99 Ghana cedis. Last week, a bag was selling for 92 Ghana cedis. Remember I said cement has increased 7 Ghana cedis across board. For the 32.5, depending on the brand, you can get it between 79 Ghana cedis to as high as 88 Ghana cedis. So let me know how much cement costs in your local area. Let me know where you are watching from. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you like this video and the price of cement, we made a dedicated video on the price of all building materials. So click on this video to watch that. Thanks, Bebre.